Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys liked the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. What's up guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert, do your own research. Today I am going to just be talking about Bitcoin. We are dumping right now, so you know what's going on. Is this over? What are the SR levels? What am I looking to do? Let's get to it. So I think that overall, you know, this entire area, I would say like this 32K area to this, I would say kind of like, you know, 26K area or whatever, 27. It's kind of like a very interesting area. And the reason why I say that is because this is the consolidation area from the May 2022 price action, where price chopped around for like a month and then it had a strong leg down. So, you know, it would make sense that this area would be resistance overall, just because there is a lot of transaction volume transacted in this area, and generally speaking, it's going to have a pullback when you look at volume profile. You know, these areas in volume profile usually act as important support and resistance areas, and to be determined if price is going to pull out of this range. Now, we already saw price consolidate for quite a while in middle of March, and then it had a move up. I had the feeling that I personally thought that price is going to keep going higher, and the reason is that, you know, price chopped around for a while at this area, so I thought that, you know, it would have another strong leg up. But clearly I'm wrong, and price is dipping right now. What's like the next area up? Well, the next area up, in my opinion, would be this higher volume area right along kind of current area around 28 to 27.4K or so. And I think this is probably going to be some sort of support. If you look at it, we'll look at it on lower time frames too in a sec, but I think for right now that's just an important area to mark. And I said this before, that I thought that the 25K to kind of 30K area was like a volume. It was an area that price hasn't really traded in very much in its price history. What I mean by that is that when you see a large gap in overall in the overall volume on volume profile, usually that area likes to get filled in. So what this means, like 25K to 28K or something like that, this area generally will be filled in eventually, in my opinion. So like you'll see price come back down, and then chopping around between 25 to 28K would make a lot of sense. Now let's take a look at some of the overall SR levels. I'm going to take off volume profile. So some support areas, in my opinion, would be this range low around 27K. That would be an interesting area. If you fib it out as well, let's just strip everything else away. And if you just use a fib, we can look at it and check it out. You know, price is generally going to tap the 382 eventually. I don't know when or what that's going to look like, but that would be very confluent with the 25K area. 25K area also makes a lot of sense because it's the range high. You know, it's an area that got tapped a few times before, and it's also confluent with other several EMAs. Things get really bad, then the 23.7K area would be next up, but I wouldn't really want to see price get to those levels. I mean, for a few reasons. Number one is that I want to see price continue to trade within this like 27.7K or whatever, 27.7K area, and 32K. That would be fruitious for alt season, and we all know that everybody has altcoins, not Bitcoin. So it would really be nice if price just continued to chop around, like, you know, within this current area. But I'm also not an idiot, and I also realize that when Bitcoin likes to really move and really dump, it's going to go lower than you think it will. And generally speaking, you're going to see, you know, you would generally think that there was going to be some sort of support along this 26K to 28K area, but it's quite possible that price just goes and dumps further, blitzes right through it, and taps this 25K level that everybody's been waiting on for like over a month. Everybody kept waiting for 25K to fill their bags, and it's just never come. And it is confluent with a lot of other indicators, such as the EMAs. And if that happens, then we're going to see, like, I think that volume gap would get filled in, so we'd see some trading between 25K to 28K or so. And in that case, you know, I'm not sure what altcoins do in that case. They would definitely lose like 50% of the current value, in my opinion, if we see that leg from 28, 29K to where we're at to 25K. I think that we see like a pretty strong leg down for altcoins. So what are some areas to buy? Let's go like to lower time frame charts. This is an interesting area right here. It's the 4-hour EMA, 200 EMA. It's a very key level too, in my opinion, because we saw this area as the range high, and you know, price couldn't break through it for a while. And theoretically, you'd like to see this as a support area. It's also, we're getting close to a very high volume area as well on the 4-hour. If you look at this volume profile, 28K would be like the point of control. So this entire area has a lot of confluence with support, in my opinion. And I really would not like to see price kind of break this 28K area, just because there is a lot of volume transacted in there. You know, price did chop around for like a month in that situation. And yeah, I really would not like to see price break below this. I think that right now is a pretty reasonable area for long, with targets probably in the mid-high 29Ks or so. But if you strip everything away and you look just at overall high time frame charts, let's just look at pure price action. Let's look at the market structure here. We're still fine, in my opinion. It's still higher highs, higher lows. We haven't created some sort of higher low yet. One thing that I really like from Crypto Cred is that he says that highs and lows really stand out to you on the chart. And we haven't really made some sort of low yet. And lows take a lot of time to form. If you look at, you know, any price action, past price action, lows really stand out to you on the chart. They really do. You know, they might take days and weeks to form, but they really stand out to you on the chart. And we haven't, in my opinion, really found a true low yet. So I would like to see, you know, price just chop around and just consolidate. And in that situation, if it does consolidate, then all coins will flourish. And when you do form a low in the situation, you do need that first, you know, big move down. Even in a bull market like this, you know, you need price to come back down. Or, you know, again in January 2021. I'm not saying that these conditions back in 2021 are similar to these current now. But even if you compare like 2019, you still needed some of these big moves down to have consolidation moves. So overall, like if you look at it high time frame, I still think that, you know, price is still okay, but I would like to see price consolidate and chop around, maybe anywhere from like this, as I said, 27K. I don't really want to see price lose that area. But I do believe that on lower time frames, this is a pretty interesting area. It's confluent with a lot of SR, EMAs, and all that other stuff. So anyway, still okay for now, but just keeping an eye on everything. Alts won't flourish until Bitcoin finds a bottom, wherever that is. So if you do believe that there's going to be an altcoin run, you can start filling your bags now. Anyways, hopefully this is helpful, and I enjoyed doing this. Thank you so much for the support. Talk to you guys soon.